What I like particularly about these glasses is they're mouth blown. So the lip is really important in tasting. Good. Be forewarned, these are grown up. You could tell by the weeping on there that there's a significant amount of alcohol. Again. What I want you to notice most of all is how these things evolve. They'll change. We're not going to do this over an hour. I usually like to do it over an hour, but it's two choices and it's not going to be that hard. But we have two distinctly different identical whiskeys, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
The flavors have common points, but they're radically different. I love that part. What traditionally happens in this process is that the whiskeys evolve, and what you like the most at first isn't what you pick as a rule, but that alters. It's gratifying. They're both excellent. Mm-hmm. Always share glasses. I think the alcohol kills the germs. Do you have a pretty strong opinion yet?
30 minutes. I think so. I'm really curious to see how they open, though.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it changes.
I'm real happy with what they are as they are, but I'm confident that they will change. How about you? Do you have a strong preference at this point?
I wouldn't say strong, but I do have a preference.
And overtly, these were older than I hoped for in an age statement, but the barley and the bourbon character shines through very nicely, and that's very much what I wanted. Although I certainly would have been comfortable with a slightly younger version. The barrel is more prevalent than the barley. So I usually go from 1 to 2, 2 to 1, 2 to 1, back and forth, because alcohol has some influence over it.
Are the proofs different on these?
They're close. No, they're identical. So, what is your opinion?
My opinion is number 2.
Why?
I like them both. I think number 1 has got, you're getting a lot of the barrel. I think it's got a little more heat to it. I felt number 2 was a little smoother drinking, in my opinion.
And you?
I picked number 2.
Why?
One's really good. It's a little too sweet there, like overpowering everything else. 2 has a lot more spice and structure in it. Makes it more complex.
You?
2. I liked one at first, but as it opened up, I didn't enjoy the finish as much as two. And I think there's a little more of a creamy body to two as well. I get a little more fruit off two actually too in the palate.
You liked one.
I like them both. I thought that one would be an easier sell for the very reasons you didn't like it. One is the sweeter, less complex of the two. And I felt pragmatically that that would be the easiest to enjoy. But two is the better whiskey because of the dimension of flavor that it offers.
Yeah. I think it's got a lot of flavor in it.
Traditionally, Armando lobbies in the pragmatics of these things and would usually go for what would be the...
I like sweet whiskey, but that one I wouldn't want to keep drinking. I think it'd become way too sweet fast. Not necessarily cloying, but less enjoyable.
Tiny bit. It started to be a little bit much. It started.
It's good to taste, but I don't think I want to sit down with a glass.
Yeah, two just
Two
spoke
is
to me a
good.
lot more. Yeah. It's just
It's funny, I was fairly convinced that I wouldn't be swayed. I really, by and large, I have more confidence than I probably should. But
They're both good. I mean, they're both good whiskeys, and
it's a nice study in contrast. Like if you're going to pick, these are both 14-year-old whiskeys at the identical proof. So, and there's a distinction in color, not surprisingly, the first one being the lighter of the two. I guess in my own odd view, like despite myself, I had a specific concept of practicality that superseded judgment. They're both good choices. We'll take two.